game.
Oh my god, my back.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm here. Ooh, new icon. What is that? A princess with red butterflies? The fuck?
That is not a princess. What the hell? You... That's not a princess.
What is that then?
I don't know. It was just like... I forgot what the description was. Like a girl with a broken heart or some shit like that. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty, like, aesthetic-wise. And I was like, oh, I get it. $12.99 too. I was like, oh. Child, I don't have a broken heart.
Oh my god. Of course you would be drawn to this.
Of course.
Shakes my head.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm gonna start a new game then.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, why does this look like the airbending symbol from Avatar on the top?
Child, is not.
It looked like it.
I kind of had the same thought the first time.
Yeah.
I can't even
It
lie.
looks
I
like
was
something
like,
else, but yeah, I'm not
yeah.
gonna say what it is though, but yeah, it looks like something else too.
Yeah.
It hurts my feelings, kind of. It gives me nostalgia.
Oh my god.
What? So this deals with Norse mythology. We talked about last time, right?
Yeah, this deals with Norse mythology.
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently she's a warrior that is on her way to Helheim, you know, which is like, per se, you know, hell for them, to retrieve her lover's soul.
Oh, okay. Retrieve her lover's soul.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more psychological to it because of her, you know, her mental illness. It makes it you know, a lot more intense, which is, it was really neat going through her experience, you know, her journey.
Well, I can understand that. That even makes it more interesting.
Yeah. You see that thing she has attached to her hip in the back?
Yes.
That's her lover's head.
Oh.
Yeah, so she needs his head to bargain with Hela, which is the goddess of hell, to resurrect him. So, yeah. I didn't know that at first. I was like, then I figured out on the way, I was like, oh, that just got dark real quick, but...
Yeah.
But it's really interesting. I think they did a really good job in this game.
How does she look in this game, by the way?
What do you mean?
Hella.
How would I describe her? Like, I can't really describe her, to be honest with you. All I know is that she definitely looks like a woman in a way. Like, you know, she's feminine, but she doesn't have any clothes on or hair or anything. So it looks like she has like dark eyes. Yeah, she looks undead, but I can't really put her too much into description. I don't really know how to describe her.
What he really wants to know is what is her cup size? Actually, no. I wanted to know what she looks like based off of where I've heard the name before, because I really didn't know she was in Norse mythology at all.
So you say.
Because when I was thinking Hella, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm getting Marvel feels right now.
Oh god, please don't bring that shit in here.
Because I'm
All you
like,
need
wait a
to know
minute.
is that Hela's Loki's daughter. In Norse mythology.
Hella's Loki's what?
Daughter.
You know what?
What? That's what it says in the game.
So that's something.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay. Like, it definitely, you know, gives you a lot of insight on Norse mythology when you touch these lore stones, which are all over the game. It gives you like insight on like who Odin was, like it describes like the 9 worlds and stuff. So it definitely gave me a lot of Thor vibes because of it, because that's where I learned a lot of Norse mythology from
Yeah,
Thor.
exactly what I'm
So
thinking. Like,
yeah, so it's like it does give you like there's some things from there that do correlate with this, because it's
that's why.
Thor is definitely
Yeah,
from Norse mythology, so that's why it kind of gives it a similar feeling that it's like, okay, I know I've heard this before somewhere.
Yeah, and nobody really like gets into it because I learned most of my Norse mythology from Thor. And you know what I'm saying? Like Hela, that's why it caught me off. I was like, wait a minute, Hela? That's interesting. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like a lot of people that have watched that movie would know that there's some things here that do correlate with that movie. Yeah, so that you learn a lot more insight about other things that you probably would have to read to know. So yeah, that definitely taught me a lot that I really didn't know. Like, it's very interesting.
That's interesting. A game that also provides good playthrough and teaches you stuff in a fun way. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like God of War, because every time you would go to like one of those little books or something, they would teach you some more about stuff in Greek.
Yeah, that's
other
exactly
things.
how it is here. It's like if you touch those lore stones, it gives you insight on like actual Norse mythology, which is really neat.
Ooh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, and throughout the whole game, you always hear voices. 'Cause those are the voices in her head, So you always hear those voices
that's
too.
so cool.
Yeah, kind of get annoying after a while, but you tolerate them.
You tolerate them.
Oh yeah, it's not like you have a choice.
Imagine having voices in your head, actual voices. Be like, you're supposed to go here. It's like, no, don't listen to her. Go do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, no, don't listen to her. I'm like, can y'all both shut the fuck up?
That's exactly how it sounds in this game. Like, you can hear one of her voices saying, like, don't go there, it's dangerous, and the other one's like, no, but she has to, because she has to save Dylan, which is, her lover's name. It's just, that's how it is throughout the whole game. It's like, oh yeah, you have to fight him, like, this and that. There's always narration.
I love it already.
So yeah, you start hearing voices already from the get-go.
Oh, that's what, okay.
There's no going back.
Oh. She heard us. Wow.
I love her so much.
Why don't you join us?
Hopefully I get to see what makes her kick ass. I'm like, do we got another Aloy? Or something?
No, I wouldn't say she's like Aloy, but I think the one thing she relates with Aloy is in her perseverance of what she wants. And obviously her...
That's
Yeah.
actually what I was going to bring up, because I've seen a few reviews who have drawn comparisons between this game and Horizon. You see anything that's like similar?
I would say it's similar simply because her being I guess an independent protagonist in the story, kind of like Aloy is, she has like that one goal that she needs to fulfill. Kind of like Aloy does, that she wants to discover who her mother is and her origins, but Senua here wants to just, make true the vow that she made to Dillion. you know, which is her deceased lover. So in the sense of her perseverance to go through all these hardships that in her journey, you know,
Niflheim.
puts in her way, then yeah, that's definitely similar to her. And obviously her being a warrior, like Aloy, you know, grew up training to be a warrior too. Definitely is very similar. So I think in those two aspects, yeah, it's similar. But aside from that, not really much else is similar. Yeah.
Is that a lore stone, by the way?
Yeah, those are the lore stones. Yeah. There's 44 of those in total in the game. And each one of them, like, you know, tells a story.
But once I'm actually tempted to go read Thor again.
Yeah, I gotta say, after I played this game the first time, definitely wanted to make me read about Norse mythology. It's very interesting. A lot of things I didn't know about.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta read that, and I gotta fuck up Thor again. I'm so interested now.
Hola, Brasil. Ah, interesting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the animation is very pretty in this game too. I gotta say that definitely reminded me of Horizon too.
Wait a minute. Who's the one that did this game? Ninja Theory?
Yeah, Ninja Theory. Same ones I worked with, Devil May Cry and all that.
And didn't they do the Heavenly Sword too?
Yeah,
did.
I think they did too.
No wonder it gave me those vibes. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta say that's why I was really rocky the first time about buying this, you know. But at the same time, I'm really glad that I did. And for its price, definitely it's worth getting it.
It really is though. I would waste money on that. Well, no, it wouldn't even be a waste of money. I'd be gladly spending that $30 on that shit.
Estoy haciendo esto ahorita. Sorry, yo voy. No.
God damn it, don't blur me. Here, dear beloved Dylan. For once, I'm tempted to pay attention to subtitles.
See, there is the bridge that you have to cross to go to Helheim. Eventually you will cross that bridge. You know? You have to travel a little bit first before that.
More bridges. The Great Bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Because your darkness comes from hell, and your filth lies
Or
there.
Norse stones.
They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to hell again. But gods and the living follow this path. You must leave the islands open across the eastern sea, and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys.
The burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hellas Gate with the gods and the living will follow.
You will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Well, I'm gonna go buy some Norse mythology books. You know, based off the title, I would have think the game was gonna be about a blade she finds in hell and she fights her way through it, you know? Kinda like Dante's Inferno or some shit like that. but
You
is it
do
like that?
you do find a blade in Helheim.
You do?
Yes, you do. It's this
Okay.
blade that she uses to she can use to kill gods. So,
A god killer. No, god slayer. There we go.
yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
you have to
bitch.
overcome 4 trials to recover each piece to restore Gram. I think Grammar or some Grams. I think that's what it's called. That's the name of the sword before she uses it.
Oh, okay.
I hate those
I'm
trials.
guessing that's one of the voices.
Yeah.
I wish I could stab him.
Why? He's someone that she knows. Well, used to know.
I ate him already with that fucking laugh. I want to stab him in the throat.
He's half crazy because he was a slave all his life and he went through hell. So,
Oh.
oh, you're over here judging him before you know his story.
Morbid as fuck too.
You was so wrong, man. Can't. Yeah. So, this is one of those. This is one of the puzzles that you throughout the game you have to solve. So using like her sight, some sight that she has, you see these things. So
Okay.
you have to find a ruin that matches this in
Right.
the game, but they don't ever tell you where they are. You have to find them yourself. That's the only thing that really kind of mind fucked me. So when when you see all the little letters that correspond to the symbols, you know you're close to it. That's the only clue that they give you. So
That is fucking genius. That's kind of cool. Like for once, a puzzle, you know what I'm saying, that makes me want to, you know. Okay, that's interesting.
yeah, so when you find it, that's where any gate
It'll
that's
line
closed
up.
turns blue and you can go through it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, you couldn't open a gate before you solved those.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This is giving me Devil May Cry feels with the red gate and the blue gate.
Yeah, so the man that you hear talking to her is called Druth, and he's someone that she encounters. But well, before this happens, he already passed away, so that's why you can only hear his voice. So he told her stories of his journey and of his life and how Helheim is and all that. So that's why she knows of the place because of him. So I suppose he's one of those important people in the game.
The key points, the key people.
Yeah, one of them.
Interesting. Why do I suddenly have the urge to get a notepad and write everything down?
Daughter of Loki. The gods feared her brother.
Fuck.
Much worse.
Stop.
So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age,
Giant
hardship, and self-slaughter.
Yeah, her
In all
mother's
of the 9 worlds,
his
only Hela
fathers.
and
It's
resurrected
fucked up
dead.
and glory on me now.
To Hela your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Only she
So
can
what's
resurrect.
the combat like in this game? I know it's hack and slash, so Ninja Theory is reminiscent of like DMC, but are there like any kind of like unique aspects of the combat?
I'd have to say a unique aspect would be that some of the creatures, I mean, well, it's always like the same kind of demons. Wouldn't know how to describe them, but I would like to say they're kind of like demons in a way. And some of them they have like a shadow form, so you can't hit those with your blade unless you use that focus that you use on like those runes that you see. If you when you use those against when they're in that shadow form, then it slows down time, and that's when you can hit them. So I think that definitely looks really flashy. Aside from that, it's really really hack and slash, very simplistic combat. What makes it hard is just, the whole that you can't use restoratives or anything, so it's really just you, your sword, and however good you fight, then you'll survive. If you don't, then you die.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's what makes it iffy, because you know that there's no second chance if you fuck up.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the rock thing I've been hearing about.
What?
The rot or whatever.
The rock?
No, the rot. The thing that,
Yeah.
once it reaches you or something like that. Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. This is therapeutic.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, just a hack and slash, and this is just...
You're just weird.
No. So is this what you mean about the whole shadow thing?
Yeah, you can't hit those unless you have that focus thing. Well, you don't really get that until you before you fight one of the guardians in hell. So,
Which was that thing you named yourself after on Twitter. However you pronounce his name.
well, there's two of them, which is Cert and Valvron. And it doesn't really matter who you fight first. You just have to defeat both of them to enter the gate of Helheim.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to let yourself be hit to move on in the story in this part.
Oh, so you have to... Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to let yourself be hit. It's one of those mind-fucking scenes that didn't make sense at first, but then when the story goes on, then it does make sense.
Oh, okay. It's like you don't have to let yourself do well. There's some high-key fuckery right here.
The darkness does not knock, does not reason. It is wrought, and now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seed of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
Oh, it was a vision.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. High-key mindfuck shit, and I'm here for it, bitch.
It's just a matter of time.
You need to relax.
Yeah, for real, man. You need
This
to
has any.
have a glass of water or something, man.
Seriously.
This nigga talking about you need to have a glass of water or something. Bloodlust. I quint. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. Oh.
The hardest battles are fought.
So this is what I've been hearing about.
Yeah, I haven't experienced it. The first time the rot only reached up to my shoulder, but I didn't know if I didn't die. I had to start all over now.
Okay. She still has control of her mind, and she will now fulfill her vow, whatever the cost. Oh. I love how they wrote this.
The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. Open the gate, use the first fish skull as guardian. The god of fire, sword, and the god of illusion, Valhalla. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim
Serpent.
and enter the land of the dead.
It won't open.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing. Darkness, bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
Or rune stones. Yes, I mean more stones. Excuse me.
Which melted from the
Yeah, so
sparks
you could either
of the sun.
choose to fight either Surt first, which is the door on the right, or Valravn, which is the one on the left. I always choose Valravn first. Why? I don't know, but
Because you resonate with her.
why her? It's not even an. It's like an it. It's a god of illusion.
Yeah, you resonate with some shit like that.
Of course I do. It's just
Yeah.
fighting it is not pleasant. But here
Oh,
we go
so
to
that's-
Valravn.
Imagine if God of War was like this. I'm sorry, Dad of War.
Ymir was lost, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monsters, others fair. But there was another king.
Ymir.
Full
Oh.
of rain and shape, he was like a man, big, hard.
Yeah, as soon as I get home from work tomorrow, I'm literally gonna go searching for this shit when I do this.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes.
Probably read a couple of Thor comics.
Or you can read encyclopedias. Or you can read encyclopedias. So the trick with Valravn that everything, you have to use his illusion powers to help you. Like, you see how that door is closed to her eyes, but there's these gates, these specific gates that, you know, say otherwise. See, now it's opened. See, so if you go, it's closed. But when you see, it's actually opened. See what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the main drive in this particular level or chapter.
That, you know what? I'm speechless.
I haven't even gotten to the really good part yet. You're already speechless.
I'm enjoying it. I wish I had chips right now. Fuck. I'm so quiet. So how far is the arena?
What do you mean arena?
Hmm?
What are you talking about arena?
Oh, never mind. To fight Valarn.
Not much.
That leaf got me red. That is satisfying. I love how detailed the blood splits are.
Of course you do.
Damn splits. These are souls of the damned, right?
I'm not sure. That's why I really don't know how to describe what she's fighting. I don't particularly know if they're like undead or they're, you know, some type of like demon or
Monster.
something. I'm not sure, you know? It's very
Yeah, I was
odd.
about to say. Yeah, go ahead. What were you about to say?
You know what I'm saying? It's just odd. Because they don't really tell you what they are. They just start fighting them from the get-go. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Although
you have to...
I'm gonna feel bad about it. About killing them, to be honest.
Nah, they won't hesitate to kill you.
Sure.
You always have to align that mark throughout this whole chapter using, see like those blue insignias right here? You have to always line those up with the door to open it.
Right.
Yeah. That's pretty much, I think, one of the challenging aspects, that they don't tell you how to solve them. You just kind of have to use your surroundings. So, in the beginning, kind of took... I think that's why it took me a while longer than what it should have to beat this game, because I just couldn't figure out some of them.
It's one of them old school type ones, like where they have you like play around with it in order to find out.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game does this, but there's one that makes you does the same thing. I can't remember for the life of me. The environment.
Yeah, it's always very quiet, very lonely. It just gives it that ominous aspect to it. You always feel like there's something gonna pop out, but nothing ever does.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about it, and how detailed and how well it shifts. Because like one moment it's a castle, the next moment it's like a little forest, and it's a desert.
I have to get up there, from what I remember. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you always have to use those illusion gates to like move around, because if you not, then you get stuck.
Okay. More illusion.
Ooh, Val Robin. Hello.
God damn it, I'm so bewitched by everything. I'm not paying attention to the subtitles.
So is there any kind of leveling up or like
No.
weapon customization, or what you get is that's what you have to stick with?
That's what you stick with. It's just there's no leveling up. There's no like looking for anything. It's just you, your sword, and whatever is in your surroundings. You know.
Oh, okay, so it's a linear game.
Yeah. Definitely very like straight to the point. It's like in some parts is some of the fights do get a little bit annoying because you have to yeah, in a way I would say more annoying because you have to like sometimes go back to back fighting a lot of those things that you fight, and some of them are just really fucking aggressive, which is really irritating. It's not here. Those voices just bicker too much. They need to stop.
They got marital problems.
Marital problems.
They do.
There we go.
Oh. PS4 back at it again.
You know, there's like about probably 5% enemy that actually wishes I had this on my PS4.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna lie.
5%. At least it's 5 and not 10.
Yeah, it's not 10, but it's definitely around 5.
Yeah. Ooh.
So then I had to, earlier this morning, I had to, well, all of my physical games except for, obviously, Persona, because I needed to get cash to be able to get to work. Even though I had a little bit left over, but I didn't really want to take any chances, so I just wanted to give myself some kind of cushion. But I went in GameStop and I looked at their I was just curious to see like how much they were charging for like a used PS4 Pro, because I looked on the website to see just how much like credit I would get or money if I did sell it, and they would have given me $180 to sell my PS4 to them.
What?
That's it.
But here's the funny thing is the pre